Directors of the North Haven Historical Society and Museums, and you will see green tags around necks of the people who are also board members, and we're very happy to have you all join us today. We are also very happy to have our first selectman, Michael Frieda, join us here, and he will say a couple of words. He does this all the time, so you have to be pretty good at this. The town, led by Mike, has been very supportive of the Historical Society. The town owns the building. We're allowed to use it, and we're very happy about that. We try to take good care of it. And the town has joined us in renovating the building in the last 3 years. We didn't know we were going to be shut down for 3 years, but it gave us extra time to put exhibits together. So we welcome you for the outside exhibits and also the inside exhibits. We're not going to make this a long speech. I'm going to turn this over to Mike. And then after Mike speaks, we are fortunate to have our new North Haven Poet Laureate, Gabriella Brand. And she has put together a poem for us, and she will read the poem. And then once we do that, I'll have Mike hang the open sign for the first time in 3 years. And you will all be welcome inside to see the exhibits. So thank you all for coming. And Mike, I guess you have to hold it close to you now.
Well, thank you very much, Ann. It's a pleasure to be here on a lovely Sunday afternoon. North Haven, in my administration, we're on a mission, ladies and gentlemen, to improve the town in every way, shape, and form we can. And being a historian of sorts myself, I understand and appreciate the history of North Haven. So, in collaboration with the Historical Society, with Ann and everyone involved, wonderful volunteers, and I'm very grateful for all those that volunteer. It's truly a team effort. We've been able to appropriate the funds to move forward, to create renovations, to do things like put a new roof on, and some of the things you'll see on the inside. But really, the Historical Society members have done a great job in helping us and collaborating with us. This is one of many steps of more improvement here in town. As many of you may not know, we just received a significant grant to renovate the interior of the Martha Culver House. And it's my goal to have that renovated and hopefully have children be able to visit that as a museum and a landmark of North Haven's history down in the Montauk section. So I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for the wonderful team we have that my administration collaborates with, and rest assured that this Historical Society, that Martha Culver House, and all of you as residents of North Haven, we are going to continue to improve here and get things done to make sure that we're among the top cities and or towns in the state of Connecticut. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Mike. And I'll ask Gabriella to come up. And while I'm at it, we're trying to take advantage of any shade we can find, but the garden club is here as well, and they have set up a table around the corner to talk to you about the things that are growing in the colonial garden. So I hope that you'll go around and take a look at what they have and talk to them about the plants that are there. So, Gabriella.
Thank you, Ann. It's a pleasure to be here as your Poet Laureate. It's a particular pleasure for me because I'm married to an amateur historian, and I think that this is a wonderful, wonderful organization, and I'm proud of North Haven. So thank you. This poem is dedicated to the leaders and the volunteers of the Historical Society. It's called Remnants. For most of us, it's just a town with roads and stores and trees, from Blakesley up to Clintonville and down to Montouise. But there's a precious timeline that's hidden beneath our feet of heritage and happenings and folks we'll never meet. Today, let's honor history and those who guard its worth, who keep us from neglecting the story of this earth, who carefully preserve the deeds, the remnants of our roots. A loom, a hoe, a darning sock, a washboard, or some tools, or some books, who study documents and letters, who piece together life from cooking pots and crinolines, from harpsichord and fife. Imagine all the people who have walked across this ground, the tribes who fished the rivers and paddled to the sound, the hardy English settlers who endured by faith and toil, removing rocks and felling trees and coaxing food from soil. The inventors and the merchants, immigrants, old and new, the ones who formed this village, the ones we never knew. So let's acknowledge history and 2 lessons from the past. We always stand on shoulders, and life goes by too fast. Today we're proud to live here, but we recognize our debt to all who came before us and to those who don't forget, who maintain our local narrative in artifact and tone, who keep alive the yesterdays in our North Haven home.
That was beautiful, Heather. Hopefully you will give us a copy of that and we can frame it and hang it inside. That was lovely. So I guess, Mike, if you want to take the flag, and we decided no ribbon cutting. We just get this darn flag up. We're so happy. Over here, Mike.
Join me then.
Right there. No, I'll hold the mic.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Frieda, North Haven's first selectman, here on Sunday afternoon at the Historical Society on Broadway in North Haven. It's great to be here. Great turnout, ladies and gentlemen, from our citizens. Many people come and have now touring the building there. This Historical Society is so important to North Haven. It's so important to me personally, being a historian. And as a historian, I respect and really try to perpetuate the fact that history is very important to any community. Now, here today, we've done a lot of work here. We've put money into this Historical Society. We have a great Historical Society membership. These men and women have put so much into this, collaborating with the town to make this day possible. When we go in there later, and I'll be going in there shortly, we're going to see a lot of changes in there. A lot of it's due to the funds that we've put into this building, but a great deal is due to the work and efforts of the membership of the Historical Society. It means a lot to many citizens here in North Haven who know the history of North Haven. And this administration, ladies and gentlemen, is on a mission to continue to improve, to get better in everything we do. In addition to this building, which represents great history in North Haven, we're also going to be receiving a grant down at the Martha Culver House. And my goal there is to have that whole interior renovated. And picture this, having children at the elementary schools go on class trips to Martha Culver, which will in effect be like a museum here in town, so they themselves can learn, those young children, the history of North Haven and what North Haven was all about all those years ago. Thank you very much for tuning in here today. It's a great pleasure to be here. And remember this, we are on a continuous mission to get better and improve every day here in North Haven. Thank you very much.
We just want our North Haven friends to know that the North Haven Historical Society is open for business. We have all kinds of wonderful artifacts to see and touch. We have lots of information on places and families here in North Haven, and most of all, we have a wonderful, wonderful collection of Native American or Quinnipiac people artifacts. So please come down and visit us.
Culmination of 3 years of restoration in the building, sponsored by the town of North Haven, and new exhibits. During the virus, lots of people cleaned out their attics, so we got lots of new donations, and we've been able to incorporate some of them into exhibits, and we will in the future do the others. So it's just exciting to finally be able to have people back.
If you drive by, you'll notice the building looks pretty much the same. It's the inside that really has been vastly aesthetically improved. And now that we're open again, and we're open Tuesday and Thursday afternoons from 1 to 5, if anybody wants to come in.
Oh, I'm just so happy and thrilled that there are so many people here, because so many volunteers have worked so hard to plan and execute brand new exhibits, and we're just delighted that the townspeople have turned out to see this.
Everything that is here was donated to us by people who live in North Haven, and everything is original to North Haven. We put this together in order to have people be able to come in and see the different farming tools, household, the looms, the spinning wheels, all of the things that people, always look in books and think about, and they say, oh, I wish I could see it in real life. It's here.
The importance of today's event was really just to get back into the community, telling everybody what we have to offer, showing people what we have to offer, have the community come together as a whole. And in the future for the Historical Society, this just means that, we're back open, we're ready to have people come in, and if they have any questions or they want to do some research, we're here for them. They want to know more about their town, we're here for that too. So we're really just excited to work back with the town, and hope that people have some fun learning about the history of North Haven and learning about the community that they're a part of.